you were in communications major, but you decided that wasn't for you. You did go into sales right away. What about sales sold you? So
Yeah, it's almost like sales didn't sell me. It was my network that really sold me because, like I mentioned before, you don't know exactly what you're going to be good at. And you don't know, like for me, like I'm not going to become a doctor or a lawyer. I wasn't going to get into politics. Like I didn't have a direct path. Like my sister's a nurse. She knew she was going to be a nurse and she's a great RN, but she had like a structured path to get to that point. For me, I just wanted to be successful and I wanted to be in a spot where my personality and my attributes pay off. And, talking to guys like Coleman Noonan, Pat Noonan, there's a lot of guys out there I give a lot of credit. I tell all these guys, just get as many coffee dates as you can, even if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because you learn a lot about yourself and you learn about what a lot of people are doing, because there are a lot of options for you to take. And after talking to some of these people who have been very successful in the sales world, I asked, why do you like this? Or how are you so successful at this? And they go back to their hockey days and they say, well, it's a very competitive space. You have to be able to deal with adversity and you have to ride the peaks and you also have to ride the valleys and you have to find your way out of the valleys. And you have to know like that if some days aren't great, the next day, make it better. And, people look at sales as a fast track to make, good money and move up in their career. And that's kind of how I looked at it. And I took my first job at a company called Resilient Systems. It was an incident response management platform. I walked in and I had no idea what that was. Right. So in the interview process, I told them, I said, this is going to be new to me. And they said, that's totally fine because you're coachable. And if you learn and you listen, we can teach you what this all means. So it's almost less about what you know. And you hear this all the time. It's about who you know and how you represent yourself. Like in an interview, you don't need to know the product or the market. They just need to know if you're coachable and if you can give everything that you can to be successful and make the company money. But it's an important fact in the sales world is, you got to like the culture. You have to like your leadership. And it's the same in hockey. If you don't like your coach in hockey, are guys going to play for that guy? Probably not. So it really matriculates so well from what got me to my career at BU in hockey and having good habits and being organized and treating every day like it was a new day and your routine is similar every single day. And that's what helps me in the sales world. So, for me in my first job, it had a lot to do with people liked the attributes that I had and I gave it a shot and I ran with it and it ended up working out fairly well for me.
Yeah, no, that's a really cool insight as far as the interviewing process and what goes into that, because a lot of hockey guys, that's not an experience that you really go through.